unable to make anything happen. A whistle stops that. Now we'll have RPI with a free possession. Shot there for RPI is blocked by Sydney Widlitz. RPI able to chase it down, though, and they'll pick it back up on the end line. RPI moves the ball quickly up top. Feed to the inside. Shot there. And that is a goal by Elliot Graff of the Engineers. Union College defense just letting up a lot of cutters in the inside right now, which is most of RPI's goal. They're doing a great job of feeding the ball in there, not necessarily having to beat the Dutch women through dodges, but just some sneaky backdoor cuts have let them balloon their lead to 5-3 right now with 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Back at the draw, we have Riley Moretti for RPI, Drew Charlton for Union. This one's going to be pulled in RPI's direction, but they're unable to grab it out of the air. Union grabs it off the ground. That's Greta Maher pushing the offensive side. Moves it to McParleton. McParleton throws the ball behind. Makes its way to Anna Smith. She's going to dodge. Makes a roll dodge. Nothing there for her, though. Moves it back around the backside of the cage. Another dodge here for Union. Nothing there. They can move the ball back up. McParleton has it now. She moves it to Charlton. Charlton looking for a dodge down the right alley. Not much there for her. Able to feed it to the inside, though. That was a shot by number 4, Greta Maher. Great one for her. Definitely could have gone, and that buzzer will sound the end of the quarter. Currently 5-3 RPI going into the second quarter. We'll be back after this break. Both teams now taking the field to start the second quarter. Out at the draw. Same players for both Union and RPI. RPI has been able to pull a lot of draws in their direction so far today. Not necessarily have won the ground ball on all of them. This one falls out of an RPI stick, but a whistle will be blown and it'll be given back to them. Quick knockdown by McParleton. Doesn't yield anything for Union. Union defense trying to push him out on the sideline, but nothing there. RPI able to easily make it to their offensive side. RPI moves around the backside of the cage, throws it up to Riley Moretti. Moretti moves it to the side and makes its way back down. Dodge by Ella Graff, has nothing to go for it. Ball moves back behind, currently with Quinn Wallard. She moves it. Get another dodge for RPI. Ooh, and an RPI player is going to hit the floor. I believe this ball will stay with them. Shot there for RPI, rings. I believe that was the crossbar. They're able to chase it down, though, and they will keep the ball. Ella Graff dodging, unable to find anything. Re-dodges to the inside, gets a shot off, goes high over the cage. RPI chases it down again and will stay their possession. 38 seconds on the shot clock. They have a lot more time on this possession after the reset with the crossbar hit. Another whistle. Gonna be RPI ball here. RPI moving the ball behind the cage. Looking for some open cutters in the middle. That's where they found their success today. Nothing yet. Get a dodge here. It's from Riley Moretti. She passes it back to the inside. Another shot. That one from Megan Shea finds its way to the back of the cage. Been the recipe for RPI all day. They've been able to make some great passes. That one, Riley Moretti is able to draw quite a few defenders to her, which is well-deserved because she's the point leader on the RPI team, but turns around and makes a great pass so her teammate, Megan Shea, can get a goal. She's the leading goal scorer for RPI going into this game. Now it'll be a 6-3 lead for the RPI Engineers with around 13 minutes left in the second quarter. Union defense letting up a lot of open cutters and shots today. They've been quite diligent in their one-on-one defense, but not so much in their off-ball defense. RPI easily wins this draw. They're going to push it quickly on the offensive end. That was Megan Shea with the pickup. She moves the ball behind. Ball makes its way around to the other side of the field. Shea with the ball, top middle. Makes a little bit of an ill-advised pass. Union almost intercepts it, but RPA is able to pick it back off the ground. Shea dodging down the right alley. Beats one player. Almost beats a second. Takes a backhand shot, but that is blocked by Sydney Widlitz. Union picks it up. They're running it down the far sideline, trying to make some offense out of this exchange. They definitely have numbers, but it's checked out of the Union stick. Ends up on the ground. Both teams fighting for it, and that'll be a whistle. Staying Union ball. Finally, an offensive opportunity for them. Union moving the ball around. Now making its way behind the cage. Ooh, and that pass will miss its mark. Find its way into the other side. Union player Dana Truini will be able to pick it back up, though. She's going to make a quick dodge, beat her defenseman, and that's a shot for her, and it'll find its way to the back of the cage. Great play by Dana Truini, taking it all herself to score a goal for the Dutch woman. That'll make it a 6-4 RPI lead. Union trying to cut it down. They've let up quite a few goals so far, especially off those backdoor cuts, but their offense is trying to make up for it. They've been quite effective, especially with the possession deficit they face through losing many of these draws. Another draw win for RPI. This one is taken by Riley Moretti herself. She passes it down the sideline, moving it to the RPI offensive side. They're going to move it behind the cage. Pretty methodical offense RPI's had. They take quite a few dodges, wait to find the open player in the middle of the field, which has led to them having a very efficient offense so far this game. And even this entire season, they take about 36 shots a game, which is quite a margin more than Union at 28. And they shoot at them at pretty similar percentages. Ball hits the ground here for RPI, quickly picked up by Union. They're going to try to push this advantage, but RPI defenders make it back quite quickly. That'll be a whistle. Going to stay Union ball. Pass to the close side. Makes its way to McParleton. McParleton running it down the close sideline. She makes it all the way down to the offensive end and throws it behind the cage. The ball hits the ground briefly, but it will make its way back to a Union stick. Union works the ball up top. Currently with Dana Truini, the last goal scorer. She quickly gets a double team, passes it away. Number 15, Morgan Adams, has a good shot from the outside, but it is blocked by Lucas. RPI clearing it down the side of the field. Ball hits the floor. Union able to pick it back up. They're close on this sideline, though, and it looks like the whistle, but it will stay Union ball. Refs stopping the game to come talk to the table here. Look like they want a shot clock reset. Stay Union ball. I'm going to move it back to the sideline. Going to make Dana Truini run back to pick up this ball off the sideline. It looks like we'll be ready to play again. Truini runs towards the middle of the field, makes a quick face dodge, and finds room on the sideline. She's going to run it all the way down. Truini jogs behind the cage, passes the ball back up, makes its way to Charlton. Charlton passes, ball now with Greta Marr. Marr on the dodge, passes it back. Truini up top. Ooh, makes a tough pass to Charlton that she's not able to corral. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it will go to RPI ball. 8 minutes left in the second quarter. RPI able to quickly clear it. They try a aggressive feed to the inside, but it's knocked down by a Union player. But RPI miraculously able to pick up that ground ball again, despite being right in front of the Union cage. RPI with the free possession here. Will be taken by Ella Graff. Graff runs towards the net, takes a shot. That one's blocked by Widlitz. Great save by her. Union now moving to clear, pass to the far sideline. That's Suddy running it up the field, making it past midfield. She's got several RPI jerseys around her. Passes it backwards. Makes its way all the way to the close side of the field with Dana Truini. Truini, quick face dodge. Sees multiple defenders in a way. Decides to pass it. That was a dodge attempt by Anna Smith. She turns around. Makes its way up to Charlton. Charlton dodges towards the middle of the field. Instantly has 3 girls on her. Runs out. Some more looks there, but nothing open for the Dutch woman yet. Only 27 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball makes its way behind the cage. Anna Smith dodges around, makes a pass, and that will be a shot and goal by Katie Julian. A little cross crease pass leaves her open to score that goal to cut the RPI lead to 1.65 RPI with 5:51 left in the second quarter.
Union College goal scored by number 7, Katie Julian. Assist by number 3, Anna Smith.
Anna Smith did a great job there of keeping her head up on that dodge. She was able to get in front of the crease, but didn't decide on a shot. Saw Julian with a much better opportunity and was able to hit her with a quick pass that led to that goal. Back to the draw. This has definitely been where RPI has been succeeding a lot today. Union has been able to get a few ground balls off the draw, but most have made their way into RPI sticks. This one is quickly won by RPI. That's Megan Shea picking it up. Their goals leader heading into this game. They move it into their offensive zone. Union defense not giving RPI an inch right now. A quick double team leaves Megan Shea open. She gets the ball and takes a shot, but that one's blocked by Widlitz. Seen the Union defense be aggressive with their double teams today and be very stout one-on-one, but they've let up a lot of open cutters to the inside, which has led to most of the RPI goals, and that one was one that Widlitz bailed them out of. Charlton pushing the pace on the other side of the field. She hits the floor, and looks like that's going to be a penalty against the Engineers. Charlton will take the ball. Charlton with the free possession. She quickly shoots it. A low shot makes its way past Lucas, and that's another goal for the Union College Dutch woman, tying it up at 6-6 with 4 minutes and 47 seconds left in the second quarter. That play all started with a great save by Widlitz on what probably should have been a goal on a wide open doorstep shot from one of the Engineers' best player, but Widlitz was able to stop it. A quick pass out created transition the other way, which led to the call against Charlton. Charlton was able to make that opportunity into a goal. Great job by her. Great job by Widlitz with the save. Union trying to keep momentum now. That's 2 goals in a row. First time tying it up since in the first quarter. They want to take advantage of this momentum and take their first lead of the game. They have not been able to win many draws yet today, though. RPI has been dominant on that front. RPI quickly wins this one. There'll be a whistle, but it'll stay RPI ball. Engineers move it towards behind the cage. Looks like we got timeout by RPI. They want to talk things over after that 2-goal run by Union. They want to try to get a goal here to keep themselves ahead. We'll be back after this quick break. Both teams back on the field out of this timeout. RPI just took that, trying to discuss what's going to go on here so they can get a goal to respond to a Union College 2-goal rally to tie it back up for the first time this quarter. Union looking to defend here and then take their first lead of the game. RPI passing the ball around, move it up top. A quick pass to the inside. That's a shot from Lisa Bamer. Bamer was wide open there. Took a good shot, but just went a little wide. RPI's bread and butter so far this game has been finding those open cutters, which has worked very well against this Union defense. But this dodge makes its way past, but she'll shoot it right into the stick of Widlitz. Widlitz has made quite a few important saves in the last few possessions, leading to the tied game we have now. Union trying to clear it, but the ball will hit the ground. They're able to pick it back up. That's Rush running it up the field. Whistle. Rush will keep the ball. Rush passes it down the sideline. Union able to make it to the offensive side of the field, looking to take the lead for the first time this game. They move it behind the cage. Ball's down the top middle with Dana Truini. She had a great dodge and goal earlier in this game. Charlton passes it down to Partland. Partland tries to feed to the inside, but there's several engineer defenders there. And the RPI is able to pick it back up. But Union gets a good check. The ball hits the floor again, and we'll get a whistle. It'll stay RPI ball. Union back playing defense. Not necessarily a free clear for RPI. Union will keep trying to ride here. RPI able to move it up the close sideline into the offensive side. Got Ella Graff with the ball. On the near sideline, she passes it down. It's Quinn Woolard with the ball. Back up to Graff. Graff has a lot of space. She elects not to dodge. The ball will make its way back up top. Graff and Woolard just having a catch right now. Goes back to Woolard. Woolard finally decided to move it behind the cage. RPI is just looking for their cutters. That's what they've had success and had most of their goals off this game. But Union seems to be able to pick them up now. Dodge here. Be a free possession. Free possession here for RPI. That is a yellow card for Dana Truini. I believe Megan Shea currently has the ball. Megan Shea, the leading goal scorer for the Engineers so far this season. We'll see if she can score another one here to take the lead. She moves towards the net. Shot. Hits off the crossbar and finds its way down. Ball down in front of the net. Both teams trying to pick it up. The Dutch women are able to grab it off the ground, but a check puts it back. Now Union able to finally get stable possession. They're passing it up towards the close sideline. Moving up the field quickly. That's Rush with the ball. Rush drops it, but the whistle will give it right back to her. She moves it to the other side to McParleton. Partland moves it behind the cage. Union moves the ball around. Makes its way back behind the cage. Charlton there with a dodge, but she passes it away. McPartland, dodge of her own. Nothing there. She passes it to the inside, though. There's a shot. That shot was by Guanchi. And that will end the half. Currently tied 6-6. We will see you after the break. Welcome back. Here, the draw. Looks like it's going to be won by RPI. The ball's on the ground, still not picked up. Finally picked up by RPI. Ooh, but a bad pass is going to turn it over back to Union. Coming out of halftime, the score is currently 6-6. Union had a 2-goal run at the end of the second quarter to tie the game back up. They have not led so far at all in this game. They're looking to take their first lead here on this offensive possession. Union has had a lot of success with the players you would expect. Dana Truini, Sidney McParleton, Drew Charlton, all having very good games. McPartland with 2 goals. Charlton with 1. Truini with 1. Moving the ball around here. Feed into the center there. That one found its way to Dana Nelson, but Nelson was not able to put it in the back of the net. The ball gets picked up by the Engineers, and the Engineers are looking to clear. Union has been quite effective in their ride today, being able to force a few turnovers. They keep their opponents to only a 63% clear percentage, and that proves useful here as they cause another turnover against this Engineers team, giving them back the ball. But Union's opponents only have a 63% clear percentage, which is well below average, while RPI's opponents clear at 77%. There's a lot of turnovers that can lead to more possessions for this Union team, and that's helping them try to win this game right now. Shot there by Anna Smith goes over the cage, but Union's able to chase it down, and they will pick it back up in the end line. Katie Julian running around the back of the cage. Passes up top. Charlton on the wing. Charlton dodging towards the middle of the cage. She shoots. It's blocked by Lucas. The ball may swept way back out to a Union player. Now we've got McPartland. McPartland loses the ball. Is picked up by an Engineer. They quickly push the pace in the other direction, but a couple Union players there to stop her. Another bad pass for the Engineers. Giving away the ball to Union. That's their second turnover in just a few minutes here in this half. Union pushing it back towards the offensive side. They make a nice long pass to Greta Marr to get it over there. Marr is going to move it behind the net. The ball makes its way back up top to McPartland. McPartland's shot goes wide of the cage. The Engineers are chasing it down, and they're going to win that ball, getting themselves another possession. Union Ride has had 2 caused turnovers already, trying to get another one here to keep themselves on offense to take the lead. Ball moving up the far sideline. Able to pass it up there, but McPartland's defending. That looks like it's going to be a hard foul for McParleton. At McPartland with a yellow card.
Yellow card used number 10, Sidney McPartland.
RPI with the ball started on the far sideline. Gonna need a second here. Looks like one of the referees needs to tie their shoe. Currently 11:30 left in the third quarter. Still tied at all 6. No scores so far in this half. Union has not led at all this game, but currently they are on a 2-0 scoring run. RPI with the ball. They've succeeded on being able to find backdoor cutters so far today. But it looks like Union has sharpened up a little bit and are doing a much better job at covering those cutters and not letting the Engineers get those easy goals. Ball makes its way behind the cage. Nothing there for the Engineers. Another cutter through the middle. Again, not open. A quick dodge here. But the Engineers lose the ball. Makes its way up in the air. RPI is able to get it back. An open cutter for RPI, but she quickly gets turned around by multiple defenders. She eventually hits the floor. Looks like we'll have RPI ball again. Bamer there fell as if it was a hard foul, but looked like she may have been pushed a little and maybe tripped over herself. She'll take the ball here, though. A cutter around the back of the cage. Quickly gets checked and the ball hits the floor, but that's going to be a whistle. We're going to have Quinn Wallard. With the ball on the free possession. She's going to attack the cage quickly, and a shot stopped by Widlitz. Widlitz quickly passes it to one of her defenders. The ball makes its way to the middle of the field. Passed up. Dana Nelson with the ball, carrying it over midfield. She passes it. Makes its way down the far sideline towards the back of the cage. Union trying to take the lead here. They're currently on a 2-0 run, but no one has scored so far in this half. And McPartland comes on the field looking for her. She's going to dodge right off the entry. She takes a shot, but it hits Lucas in the chest. Lucas runs out of the cage. Gets checked, and it looks like it will stay RPI ball. 9 minutes left in this third quarter. Still no scorers. Couple good shots for Union, but most of them have been stopped by Lucas. While RPI hasn't gotten many shots so far. Ball hits the ground for RPI. Union not giving them any easy clears. They're riding very well so far this game. Have 2 turnovers already in this half, but have not been able to take advantage of them on the offensive end. It's going to stay RPI ball despite the whistle. Union able to get in on defense. RPI been scoreless for quite some time now, going into about halfway in the second quarter. The strategy that worked for them to start for their first 6 goals of hitting backdoor cutters seems to have been stopped by Union for the most part. They have not been able to get consistent wins in dodges against these Union defenders, who've been very tough so far. Shot clock violation there. Seems like RPI wasn't even aware of it. But now it's going to go. Dutch woman ball. They quickly clear it. That's Charlton running down. She loses the ball, though. Able to pick it back up. She clears. Throws it over to McPartland. McPartland slowly carrying it down the side. No rush here. Waiting to get the rest of her offensive players in play. Ball makes its way behind the cage. Julian with it now. She's going to initiate a dodge. Get some space. Looks for a cutter on the inside, but unable to hit her. Union unable to pick up the ground ball that looked like they had, and RPI gets it and is able to push fast on the offensive end. A player goes down, but there's no whistle. Ball's on the floor. Union able to pick it back up. Finally, we get a whistle, but it's going to stay Union ball. That's Rush there starting with the ball. She's going to throw it backwards. Try to switch sides of the field for this clear. Long pass down to Julian. Julian will now run it, has multiple defenders on her. Continue running to the close sideline. She's quickly turned away by several defenders. Throws a pass to the feet of Rush, but Rush is able to corral it. Splits two defenders, but there'll be a whistle. Ref seems to be discussing something with the RPI players. Looks like maybe a yellow card was dealt out. Or just a player being taken off the field. RPI may have just had too many there. Not 100% sure. Union with the ball on the offensive end. That's McPartland. McPartland throws it to Charlton. Ball makes its way behind the cage. A feed to the inside. There's a shot and a goal by Dana Nelson on the cut. Great job there. Union takes their first lead of the game, 7-6, with 4:58 left in the third quarter. Back at the draw here, Union with their first lead of the game, looking to protect it. RPI has been pretty dominant on the draws so far in this game. Here they will quickly win another one. There'll be a whistle, but Megan Shagg will keep the ball. She passes it off, and RPI quickly moves to the offensive side, trying to respond to that Union goal, but they have not scored since midway through the second quarter. RPI just moving the ball around. Looks like they're going to initiate a dodge down the right alley. Union quick to double team. Union's strategy of quick slides has been effective in dissuading dodges, but has left open a few holes for feeds. That feed goes to the feet of an RPI player and is quickly picked up by Union. They pass it up to McPartland. McPartland running down the far sideline. She switches, passes it down to Julian. Julian unable to catch it, but still corrals the ball. She passes it behind the cage. Union quick to push on offense. A pass to a cutter on the inside and a shot blocked by Lucas. It would be picked up by Julian. Julian hits Charlton. Charlton, a shot blocked by Lucas, but Charlton's able to pick it back up. Union looking to settle now here. They had multiple opportunities for a goal there, but they were thwarted by Juliana Lucas in cage. Union just settled here. They have 44 seconds on the shot clock. A lot of time to work with. Truini with a dodge. Splits between multiple defenders. Takes a nice bounce shot that gets past Lucas to give Union a 2-point lead here with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. RPI seems unable to have much on offense while still not being able to stop the Union offense, leading to this 2-point deficit for RPI. Union seems to be firing on all cylinders. Definitely talked about some of the woes they had in the first quarter on defense. They fixed those, and then they've just been playing the same offense they've been playing all game and continued scoring. Back at the draw, probably the only thing RPI still has the advantage on so far. Again, RPI is a dangerous team, however. Their quick ball movement leads to a lot of goals for a lot of different players. They have 6 players over 10 goals compared to Union, who only has 2. Union a much more focused offensive attack on a few players, while RPI's offensive attack is much more about moving the ball and just finding who's open. RPI wins the draw here. They've been doing that all day pretty much. They quickly move it to their offensive side. Another thing Union's done great, especially since they've started this 4-0 run. That's a timeout for RPI, but Union has done a great job at riding. They've caused multiple turnovers that way. They've done a good job of that all season, with opponents only clearing at 63%. There's a timeout for RPI. They definitely want to talk this over, and we'll see you after this break. RPI here on offense, back with the ball. They just called a timeout to discuss. They're currently trying to answer a 4-0 scoring run for Union, but have not been able to score a goal since midway through the second quarter. Union has toughened up their defense and not allowed the backdoor cuts that they did early on that led to the first 6 RPI goals. RPI is going to have to find something new to try to score again. RPI dodging down the right alley. A quick feed to the inside. That's open, but the shot is blocked by Widlitz. Ball will go back to Union, however. Union quick to clear it, running it down the near sideline. A long pass down to an attackman is short, but blocked by her body, and Anna Smith is able to pick it up. Big play there to keep possession. Union now moving the ball around, looking to take a 3-point lead here. Dodge down the right alley. A pass to the inside goes right into the stick of an engineer. And RPI will run it down the near sideline. Trying to clear. They've had some troubles doing that so far this game against a tough Union ride. They'll have to make a long pass across the field here, but they are able to do so. RPI able to move it into their offensive side. Need to score here to try to answer this Union team, but they've been unable to do so. They had a good opportunity on a cutter in their last possession, but Widlitz would not allow it. RPI moving the ball. Another save by Widlitz. Big one. She's having a great game in goal so far, stopping this RPI attack. And now the Union's able to quickly move it up the field. It's McPartland with the ball. It's like we're going to have a yellow card on Megan Shea for RPI. Union back in play. Julian moving the ball on the wing. Passes to Truini. Truini attacking. Feeds to the inside. There's a shot from Greta Marr. And it will be another yellow card. We've seen several of those so far today on both teams. There's Greta Marr shooting space with the yellow card. A lot of yellow cards today. Not sure if that's by the aggressive play of both these teams or just maybe a tendency of the officials here at today's game. And that will be the quarter. Union with 2 goals and able to hold RPI to 0 to take a 2-point lead, their first of the game, heading in to the 4th quarter. We will see you after this break. both teams back on the field now. Score is currently 8-6 to Union. Union was trailing all game until they tied it up right before half. Then they scored 2 points in the last quarter to take the current lead they have. They're also currently on a 4-0 run. They seem to have figured out the RPI offense, which mainly consisted of backdoor cutters and some good quick passing. They seem to have cleaned up their defense to cover those players, which has led to RPI struggling to score. They have not scored since midway through the second quarter. Union looking to hold on here. Just have to continue with their tough defense to take this game home. We have 15 minutes left on the clock, though, for RPI to figure out how to score. Union wins this draw, one of their first wins in draws so far this game. Most of them have gone to RPI, only a few being won by Union off ground balls. RPI, a very good draw team, a very good ground ball team. So it has been difficult for Union, but they've been able to overcome that through a very tough defensive front that has stopped the RPI attack. Drew Charlton now looking for somewhere. Throws the ball behind the net to Julian. Julian swings it all the way up top to McPartland. McPartland goes through two players and takes a shot, puts it in the back of the net. That is another goal for McPartland, the leading point scorer on the Union, and after this game, the leading goal scorer as well, with many goals this game. Union now leading by 3 goals, and RPI having no answers for them. The Union offense really revolves around McPartland and other players such as Megan Shea and Truini. It's very different from the RPI offense, which is much more of a ball movement-based system where 6 players have over 10 goals, while there's only 2 for Union. Back at the draw. Draw goes in the RPI direction, but it's knocked out of the air. Neither team able to pick up the ground ball so far, but RPI finally gets in their stick. They're going to push towards their offensive end. A check by Union, but that's going to be whistled off, and it'll stay RPI ball. Union has also done a phenomenal job at riding against RPI's clears and really pressuring them to make good passes in transition, leading to a lot of turnovers that Union's taken advantage of. RPI moving the ball around here again. They're really looking for a lot of cutters on the inside here. That's what's been working for them. That's what did work for them in the first quarter, but has not since then. The ball will go up into the air, but it'll be whistled. And we're going to stay RPI ball. RPI has the ball. Free possession. It's going to be a shot. And that one is stopped by Sydney Widlitz. A great stop for her to keep RPI scoreless in this half and since halfway through the second quarter. But Widlitz quickly throws the ball away, giving RPI possession again. RPI needs to be able to take advantage of this. They've had a pretty good possession advantage, but haven't been able to make use of it. Another whistle here, but we'll stay RPI ball. This one, Megan Shea can take it. She's one of the best players in RPI. Their leading goal scorer going into this game. Shea looking for a goal here, but Widlitz has been a brick wall in the second half so far, not letting in any goals. And that shot's going to be missed for Shea, but RPI is going to be able to pick it up again. Another shot for RPI. That one going to be scored by Lauren DeLeo. Finally, they get their first goal since halfway through the second quarter, making it a 2-point Union lead and shutting down the 5-0 run that Union had going. Back on the draw, another win for RPI on the draw. Union riding hard here to try to get possession. It's what's worked for them so far this game. They're able to turn back the Engineers player, but they make a pass quickly up the field, moving it towards their offensive side. Union defense has to toughen up again. They've been very successful since the second quarter, and they definitely made some changes to defend against this RPI offense. Only letting up 1 point since then, but they have to stay strong here to keep the lead. With 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter, RPI makes a pass. Shot there, but she drops it before the shot. Whistle there, going to stay Union ball. Kind of a lucky break there for Union that the RPI player dropped that ball, because that could have been an open shot. Union's tendency to double quickly and slide quickly has led to those open shots, but RPI hasn't been able to take advantage of them in the second half, leading to only one goal in the second half. McPartland holding the ball up top. She passes it up. Truini swinging it around. Makes his way to Julian behind the cage. Charlton looks like she's going to start off this offensive set. She dodges towards the middle of the field, rolls back, runs into multiple RPI defenders. She's getting a double team right now. Passes it to McPartland. McPartland sends it towards the back of the cage, but it's going to come back up to her. Going to look like they're going to give McPartland a go, dodging down the right alley. She rolls into the middle, but able to have a good feed that is picked up by the RPI defense. They're able to get the ground ball as well. RPI able to move the ball pretty quickly up the field. That pass will probably secure that they get into the offensive side. They have a little bit of a numbers advantage here. They don't look like they're going to push it too fast, though, waiting for a more settled attempt. Only 10 minutes left in this game. So RPI, definitely not too much urgency yet, but definitely want to score. A drop there. No call by the refs. Union able to pick it up. They're running up the far sideline. She's going to have to turn back, though. Union going to have to pass it back towards their defense to try to get this clear. The ball hits the floor, but Union's able to pick it back up. Truini running towards the middle of the field, has multiple defenders around her, but able to make the pass to Dana Nelson. Union drops another one, but they're able to keep possession in their offensive side. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the time. Union leading by 2 right now. They definitely want to grow this lead a little more so they have a little bit more cushion. Julian dodging. She pulls it out. McPartland throws it up to Charlton. Charlton rolls to the inside. A shot by Charlton goes right past Lucas, and a goal for her. Now 10-7 Union with 9 minutes left in the game. Union was trailing the entire first half until they tied it up right before half and have scored 3 goals since then. It is now a 6-1 Union run, leading to their current lead. back on the draw. RPI has been dominant in these, but the possessions really haven't helped them out. Union not quite able to win the draws as much, but their hard rides have kind of evened the possession battle. RPI drops a pass. Union trying to pick it up, but looks like the Engineers will get this one. That aggressive play by Union has led to many extra possessions for them that they may have been losing out because of an inability to win the draw. But Union defense has been phenomenal through the second half of this game, only letting up one goal. They will need to continue to do that here to secure this win. Around 8 minutes left in the game. With a 3-point deficit, the Engineers are definitely looking to speed up their attack. A quick face dodge there. Flag is going to wave in the air. Looks like it's going to be a free possession for the Engineers. They haven't been too successful on these today, mainly due to the brick wall Widlitz in the Union College net, who's been phenomenal in the second half. A shot there, stopped by Widlitz. Union able to pick it up. Swarmed by Engineers. She is going to be able to make it out, passes it back to Widlitz. It's going to be a timeout for Union, just hoping to not get a turnover on this attempted clear. 7 minutes, 44 seconds left. Union leading 10-7. We'll be back after this break. Union with the ball, attempting to clear now. That's Widlitz. Throws it up to one of their defensemen. They're going to push up the middle here. That's Suddy running it all the way down. She passes it off. Corralled by Adams. Adams puts it behind the cage. He's going to make his way to Julian. Union definitely not trying to rush here, but that pass is going to go over the head of Doyle and out of bounds. So we'll go back. The ball will go back to RPI. RPI has had trouble clearing this game. Union definitely want a good ride here, but they're unable to get it. It looks like RPI will pretty easily clear this one down the far sideline. Shot by Megan Shea, and that one's going to sting the top left corner and go in, cutting the Union lead down to 2 with 6 minutes and 17 seconds left in this game. Definitely making it interesting. Union definitely want to possess the ball a little bit more. That turnover really cost them a lot of time that they couldn't take it off the clock. And that goal there, Union has not had a great job of winning the draw so far, so RPI might have another possession here that they could go down and continue to score. The ball goes forward for Union. They're able to pick this one up. Makes its way to Julian. Now, I said that Union wanted to go slow earlier, but they definitely want to go slow in this one and definitely not throw the ball away like they did on their last possession. Julian dodging from behind. She makes it around the front of the cage, but passes it off to Truini. Truini has a lane, but she's quickly picked up by several RPI defenders, and RPI is going to be able to pick up that ball. Definitely not the offensive possession you want to have if you're Union. It was a quick one and did not result in anything beneficial for them. They have to have a good ride here, try to keep the ball out of the offensive side for the Engineers. Engineers are going to switch sides of the field here for their clear. They make a pass up, but a good check puts the ball on the floor. RPI trying to pick it up. They're able to get this one. They pass it towards the middle of the field. And they pass it towards the side, but that pass goes far and out of bounds. It's going to be Union ball. A great ride by Union to prevent RPI getting another offensive possession. Here we have Rush running it down. She passes it across the field. Union just trying to wind down the clock now. Definitely want to get another goal, but there's no rush to do so. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game with a 2-point lead. Union just moving the ball up top. Gonna wait for the shot clock to wind down a bit before they attack the cage. Here it looks like they're gonna do their first dodge. Ball wraps his way behind the cage. Another dodge for Union. A feed to the inside to McPartland, and McPartland scores another goal, putting the lead back to 3 points. Now with 3:46 left on the clock, the Engineers will have to move very fast to try to even up this game. They are able to win the draws. We've seen that all games. That is in their favor to being able to score quickly, but they've had a lackluster offense since midway through the second quarter, only scoring 2 points since that mark. Union defense has definitely stiffened up since the first quarter and stopped those backdoor cutters that were hurting them so much in the first. On the draw here. Charlton and Shea. This one goes towards the RPI defensive side, and RPI is going to pick it up. We have Serdone running it up the near sideline. It's going to be a whistle. It'll say RPI ball. RPI dodging to the middle field, but seems like a check knocked it out of her stick, and the ball went right to Widlitz. Widlitz now holding on to it, looking for a clear. Makes a pass to the defenseman on the near side of the field. A check puts the ball on the floor, but Union's going to be able to pick that one back up. Union still trying to clear here. Pass over to Julian on the near sideline. Julian will be able to bring it over to the offensive side of the field. Union just moving the ball around slowly. Only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Union really no need to score here. Need to just run out the clock as much as possible. Only 30 seconds left on the shot clock, though. They will start their offensive attack soon. We have Dana Nelson dodging in the top middle. She makes it past one defender, but more to come. She passes it behind the cage. Another dodge from behind. A little bit of space, but a slide comes quickly. She turns around, finds it, and that's a shot and goal from Anna Smith. A great job there of reversing her dodge to find an open lane. And she makes that shot, making it a 4-point Union lead with 1:47 left in the game.
Union College goal.
Back on the draw. RPI wins this one. They need 4 goals in a very short time. So whistle there, but it's going to stay RPI ball. RPI needs to push fast. Shot there. Stopped by Widlitz. Looks like it's going to stay RPI ball, however. 1:22 left in the game. A little bit less than that on the shot clock, but doesn't quite matter because the Engineers will need several goals to tie up this game. Free possession here. Need this goal. Shot, and that's a score for Riley Moretti, cutting the Union lead to 3 with 1:18 left in the game. That was a pretty quick score, taking only about 20-30 seconds, but they need 3 more of those in maybe even less time to tie up this game. Back at the draw. We've seen RPI being able to win those, and they need to win this one if they want to still have a chance at winning this game. This one goes to the side. RPI has the advantage on the ground ball, and they're able to pick this one up. That's Megan Shea with the ball. Megan Shea's going to pass it down the sideline. Bamer has a lane. She tries to send it to the middle, but it is knocked down by the Union College defense, and they're pushing towards the other end. They just need to settle this ball to try to end the game, really. Only 49 seconds left in the game. There's a whistle, but Union will stick with the ball. They just need to hold on to this one to secure the win. Union just moving the ball around. 25 seconds left. No need for the shot clock. Nothing really RPI can do here. Looks like Union College will secure the win to move to 6-2 and secure their first Liberty League win. RPI will fall to 5-2. That ball is actually going to go out of bounds, but it will stay Union ball. And that is game. A 12-9 victory for the Union College Dutch women. A good victory for them, a bounce back win after last week's loss, and move to 6-2 for them. We will see you in the next home game this Saturday. Thank you for tuning into the broadcast, and have a good night.